Hey guys, Tina the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to another Fragrance Fridays. I know it's been a minute since I've last posted. I know I start all my videos like this lately just because I can't be like consistent. I know I gotta work on that, but there's really good reason for it. I've been very burnt out just professionally, personally, everything. I spend a lot of time on my computer, and not to make excuses, but to be honest, I just don't have the mental bandwidth most days. So one thing that I've been doing in my social media break has been just really enjoying what I have. I've been decluttering, and I'm not going like full minimalist here, but I have been reassessing a lot of the things I have when it comes to my perfume collection, because that's what we're talking about today. I've been decluttering a lot of my samples. So I'm not going to talk about all of them because I literally have bags and boxes just full of decants. It's disturbing, really. So wasteful too. I buy them, I try them, and I throw them in a bag and I say I'll get to it, and I just never do. It really hit me a few weeks ago when I was decluttering and like reorganizing things. I came across like a whole bag, a Ziploc bag full of decants that literally dried up. I wore them maybe once or twice, never talked about them. Just a total waste, you know, an absolute waste. So I said, self, we really gotta stop doing this, and I'm really just gonna be talking about samples. I'm kind of on a no buy at the moment because I really want to use up a lot of what I have. I have too much, more than most people could use in a lifetime. And I'm kind of like in this really weird cycle right now, not even just perfume, but with a lot of things, where I bought a ton of stuff and I'm using things not because I want to, but because I have to. Like, they may be expiring, drying up, using up, whatever. And it kind of like defeats the purpose of buying it in the first place. So just kind of like a different phase in my life, I guess you could say. I don't know. Enough blabbing. Into the thing. So I'm going to be talking about a fragrance from Floris, London. It's Cefiro. It's a carded sample. Put a photo to the bottle somewhere. But I've had this sample, like many others, for a long time. It's a older fragrance. It's still available. I'm not going to talk about fragrances that are no longer available, that you cannot find. So I am looking them up before I talk about them. So this one is still available. Let me give you guys the notes and I'm going to get into it. So for this one, we have a top of bergamot, lemon, lime, and mandarin orange. A lot of citrus going on over here. Then we have a mid of cardamom, jasmine, and nutmeg. And then we have a base of cedarwood, musk, and sandalwood. So if I had to pick some words to describe this, because you know I love giving y'all some of that, I would just say this is very fresh and citrusy. And just so you know, when I put this on, the first reaction I had recently was, I've smelled this before, and that is not because I literally told you earlier that I tried all these samples on, and I threw them in a bag. No, I have owned this fragrance. Not literally this fragrance, but something so similar. And it took me a few days to figure it out, and I'm going to tell you what it is. CK1. This is the sister from another mister to CK1, without doubt. So I'm not going to go into a lot on how it wears smell-wise, because they're like twins, really. But I'll just round it out by saying a lot of citrus, very fresh, softened up by, in this case, that jasmine. Slightly, the slightest little hint of powder, nothing crazy, keeping it unisex. Okay, that spice in there, again, nothing crazy, keeping it very unisex. And the woods, they just they're blended in beautifully in that background. Nothing crazy, keeping it unisex. This is probably one of the most unisex fragrances I have ever smelled. There's not too much of anything. Super versatile, super easy to wear, okay? I'm talking year-round, any occasion, not offensive at all. Preferred for warmer months, because this is very summery, fresh, clean, light scent. It does hold up, this fragrance in particular. When I wear it indoors, in the AC, I'm in South Florida, so it's super hot outside. I can smell this on my skin for like 3-4 hours. I kind of go nose blind to it. It's not that the fragrance left. It's just, it's so easy to just, for your body to say, this is not a danger to me. so you kind of lose it, right? And I say that because I've had this on, I've lost sight of it, lost the smell of it indoors. And then on that same day, I went outside and it was like 90, I don't know, 95, 96, but with like humidity, it felt like 103 outside. It was really hot and I washed my car. Let me tell you, this was jumping off my skin. I was reminded that it is very much present. So longevity on it is actually really decent. Projection on it varies. I mean, those are also very personal depending on if you run hot, cold, etc., where you live. So your mileage may vary. My experience has been very positive with it though. So where I kind of get into trouble with the scent, and if you're in the same boat as me where you had CK1 in the past, you wore it for so many years, and you're kind of like in a different part of your journey, this is probably going to be like a pass for you. It's a pass for me. Been there, done that. I kind of want to explore different things, especially like at this phase of my life. But like I said, I could see some people really wanting to go for this. So if you're in that boat, go for it. Is it a safe blind buy? I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, there's really just nothing offensive about this at all. At all. Yeah. And if you were at all familiar with that scent, and I don't know how you wouldn't be if you're over the age of 30. I mean, people wore it so much that you've probably smelled it at least once or twice in your life. So if you're under 30, you might want to go and try to buy a sample of it. But 30 and over, I think you're good to go. I really think you're good to go. So anyway, that's all I got to say about this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you know where to put them. You know I love hearing from you. Till next Friday, whenever that'll be. Bye, guys.